Welcome to another episode of the Word to Be Heard podcast. I'm your host, Mario Johnson. And on this episode, I got my bro with me, my brother from another, the one we call Bull, um, Chris Bullock. And the reason why, first of all, what's up, bro? Welcome to the podcast, man.
What's going on, Brodio?
All right, so um, I finally got you on the show. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of effort, but I finally got my dog on the show. So what I wanted to do was pretty much just have a conversation because we know there's a lot of shit going on in relation to the dating scene. And we know you recently have gotten completely taken off the market, 100% totally taken off the market. My dog is officially married now. Congratulations. I had the pleasure of being in that wedding, being a
Oh
part of that
yeah,
wedding.
man. You know that you gotta bring the sound effect. Yay! No, I'm joking.
The hand clap. Uh, but yeah, man. So what I wanted to do was, as of late, we get a lot of, how can you say it? A lot of people out here calling me and broke.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of situationals, a lot of, what do I say, women, a lot of, how do I want to refer to these dudes, man? Do I want to refer to them as panderers? Like, because the dudes that will co-sign this bullshit about if a man won't pay for you, if he won't, what I'm saying, blase, blase, blah, then he broke.
They definitely pandering is what they're doing.
Bruh,
Just to
absolutely pandering, ridiculous. But
like,
um that's kind of what struck up we were, people who don't know, me and my dog was talking a little earlier this afternoon, and something had flashed across like one of our social media feeds or something like that. And it's like, you know what, man, let's go and talk about this. Let's have a real conversation about this whole broke situation. Because that's what it was. We was talking about. I had mentioned what truly defines a man as broke. Is it because of the fact that he can't afford to provide a particular lifestyle, or is it because he refuses to spend money on you?
uh,
That's what I can honestly remember what the hell the topic was going to be about, like what struck up this conversation. But that was the conversation. It was like,
I think we
so
had seen some earlier from I don't know what it was, or maybe I think I said something about somebody. There was I think it was either a meme that I seen or whatever. But I mean, just because he can't afford to buy you design, he can't afford to buy what you can't buy yourself, or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
it
how it
was.
started.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, what truthfully defines a man as broke? Because for me, you know outside, and of course, I'm like I'm in a serious relationship. I'm not married, but I'm definitely in a serious relationship. So but prior to that, and when I was just dating or whatever, I'm not gonna spend money on you, not like that. I'll spend money, but I'm not gonna take you shopping. I'm not gonna cash app you randomly, just because you said hey to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna pay for your attention. To me, that's a simp.
It is because you I mean you definitely paying for somebody's attention at the time. I mean, because all right, so you take somebody out on a date and you go out there and you're spending all types of money on. You don't know this lady from a can of paint, so that a date isn't to see how much money I can spend on you. So I don't know why dudes do that. Now, if I take you on a date, we go out to eat. All right, we can go do that, or we can maybe have a picnic or something like that. But I don't have to show you my wallet to show you that I'm qualified to either date you or maybe be with you someday. But it's a lot of dudes out there doing that though, man. I mean, they feel like they got to pay for a chick, and then once they get to that point, they was like, man, I'm doing so much for her, man, and she acting like she's not really interested like that or whatever, because she only cares about the money that you provided. That, but it's a lot of dudes out there like that. I mean, bro, I don't even do the whole. It might sound crazy. I don't do the what is it? Getting your nails and your hair done stuff. I ain't really a fan. I ain't even really a fan of it, bro. I'm just be honest with you, man. You know what? And I don't say this. I don't know if you heard me say it before when we on the phone talking. I don't actually say, yo, that's personal hygiene.
You have. I remember you say that all the time. That is personal hygiene.
That's personal hygiene. But I
That
mean, either way, I mean, getting back to the subject, I don't feel like you should have to like you shouldn't be a chick can't call me broke because I'm not going all out on her. I'm not finna show you or give you everything or whatever. We're not even dating. We're just talking. So why do I gotta go out of my way?
like legit just talking. Like, first of all, my my finances aren't going to define me as a man. That's not going to determine my ability to lead. You know, that honest to God, that you shouldn't even know about my finances when we just meet.
Man.
You know what I'm
You know what's
saying?
so crazy? What if say all right, you got two or three cars or whatever.
Mhm.
Say the nicest car that you have, you decide not to drive that to the date. You drive something like a regular, like you let's say like a 2000 and
You just drive
no
the
nothing
beater.
crazy.
Yeah, you
No,
just
no,
drive
yeah,
the
just
beater.
all right. So
Yeah.
let's call it a 2010 Camry to beat up. So instead of driving your luxury car, you drive the beat up, bruh. You getting judged right away. You getting judged off the car that you driving. Like she don't know how your vibe is. She don't know what your energy is. She don't know how your personality is for real. You getting judged off your car when you step out the car, what you look like, and all that, bro. Like you getting judged off all that. You gonna some chicks you gonna lose right away because if your car ain't really up to date, they ain't rocking with you. That's the crazy part.
And see, and that's where I have my issue because things change. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I used to listen to Miles Monroe. I think he passed away now, but the rest is soul, Dr. Miles Monroe. And he made a comment, one of his videos was talking about why you shouldn't be able to describe the reasons that you love somebody. And at first I was like, well, shouldn't you know why you love somebody? You know what I'm saying? But as he began to break it down, he was like, if you have a list of reasons that you love a person, you know what I'm saying? When those things change, does that love go away? You know what I'm saying? And I equate that over to people who like, you know, like you said, you lose half the chicks because you ain't in a nice car or they look at your material possessions. Well, when those things change or those things go away, do you lose that person? You know what I'm saying? And it really bothers me that, you know, of course, initially there has to be something that attracts you to the person. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like for men, we're visual. You know, of course, we want an attractive woman, you know, who meets our standards of attraction. And but for women, and I'm not speaking for everybody, of course, this is general speak. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about every woman, so don't get all butthurt. You know, if you're that exception that most women love to be, I'm not speaking as all women. I'm speaking for some women, as because we all know there are some women who are like this, but you know, if you don't have a certain type of car, if you don't make a certain type of salary, you know, dollar amount per year, if you don't, you know, if you're not capable of providing certain things, they don't want to have nothing to do with you. But my question is,
Mhm.
and we've always had this question, can you do that for yourself? You know, we've always been taught, especially growing up, don't ask somebody to do something that you can't do. Don't expect somebody to do something that you're not doing. So, and I think that's the issue that we're running into is that there are a lot of women, because of course this topic right now we're talking about women, we're not women bashing, it's just that this is the topic of the conversation, so please understand that we're segmenting off. But there are a lot of women who, you know, who have this exceptionally high expectation of what a man is supposed to be able to do in order to, I guess, get her attention, to win her, when in all honesty she couldn't even come close to doing that for herself. So, you know, I'm like,
Well,
yo,
well, why does a
why?
man have to do that? I mean, like, why does he have to go out and
Right.
like it's stuff that you can't do for yourself? So why is it that I got to go out and you can't afford $800-900 designer like heels or something like that, but you're expecting me to go out and do it. That's just not realistic. You can't do it for yourself. So I've never understood that. Why do some women want man to go out here and break the bank, but then when he can't do it, you decide you want to leave because it's
Hmm.
not the man for you. You don't do you even care about the man himself, or you just care about what he can do for you?
Exactly. She's those type of people are more fixated on the lifestyle that he can provide, not necessarily him. Because again, God forbid, he's in a situation where he has a bad accident. I was in a real bad motorcycle accident, and my entire life changed. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So, if you're with somebody who's only with you because of the way you provide, if you're unable to provide for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? Physical, be it mental, bro, you can have a stroke. Like I had a really good friend of mine who passed away. I think it was last year he passed away. But a few years prior, he had a stroke. And that completely changed his whole, ability to do anything as far as, going out and working and things like that. So, you know, I've heard women say, you know, the type of man that I desire, he will never be broke. Well, you don't know what can happen to this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have a magic 8 ball. We don't have a crystal ball. We can't predict the future. Any and everything has the ability to happen. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're only with this guy, or if you only seen a person when they're able to be, like they call it, in those seasons. If you've only seen them in their season of abundance, you've never
mm.
seen them in their season of not having anything. When they're at their lowest point. You know, are you really willing to push through with this dude? And it's easy to say, well, of course I would, when everything's great.
No, I love him, of course. No,
Yeah,
like
because everything's great right now. But are you able to do that when things aren't that great? You know, well, and I'm about to
most can't.
quote. I'm about to quote 50 Cent right now. You know what I'm saying? What he said, would you love me in the Bentley?
Ah,
Would you love me on the bus? You know what I'm
man,
saying?
listen, bro. You look when you ain't even got when you don't have a whip, bro. It's kind of hard for you to kind of get somebody. Like if you
Hmm.
don't have a whip at all, bro. Even like in today's society, like you got Uber, you got Lyft, and all that stuff. If you don't have your own whip in your own house, it's a wrap for you, buddy. I mean that's you should have that stuff. But if you have a crib and you don't have a whip, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose a few off of that. They're not gonna be like, all right, nobody's willing to get with somebody and help build. Most just want you. They want a built house already. They want the table already sitting up in there.
Hmm.
They're not bringing no food to the table, nothing like that. They're just coming to sit down and eat what you already put on the table.
And that's the thing. People who are like that, they don't appreciate, what you have. They just expect it to always be there. It's kind of like a spoiled ass kid who,
Man, it's
who don't
2021,
truthfully
man.
know what the struggle is like, man. And they just coming in because you'll see it. I've seen it so many times where they'll come in and immediately they calculating. You know what I'm saying? They starting to calculate. Oh, he can do this. Or he gonna do me that.
That's
And
what I
I'm gonna get
said.
this. Like,
It starts
no.
from the time that they. So it starts from the time like, all right, say, okay, you run down on a chick. All right, you catch her attention. She thinks you attractive or whatever you think she attractive. What? She looking at your whole get up from your head to your toes. She probably even looking at the damn belt that you got on too, or whatever. So it starts from the jump. So she sees, she don't even see what car you get in. So when you pull up to go, pick her up for the date, now she's looking at the car. So she's looking at everything, like you said, she's calculating everything. Like, all right, well, he might got a little bit of money in his pocket. Like, he has this, he has this. He smell good. I wonder what kind of cool. Because it even go all the way to cologne. Like, motherfuckers probably like, that smell like Advantage. That smell like Creed. Like, oh, it's a $400 bottle. He got to have a little bit of money somewhere in his pocket. I mean, because you do have women out there like that where they know the ins and outs of what they feel like could be expensive or whatever. So they looking at everything that you got going on. They calculating everything. Well, he looks like he got money. And that's crazy. It's kind of crazy. Like they're not even looking at you for personality. Now, again, like you said a minute ago, not all women are like this.
This,
We
this ain't
just
this ain't this
talking
ain't a
about
broad stroke. Yeah, this ain't
yeah.
a broad
It's
brush
just
stroke.
speaking of a few because they are out there. And they just be calculating everything from the time they get your phone number, or you get their phone number, to the time you take them on a date, and what restaurant you take them to. like that meme that you got over there, bro. Like I don't seen a ton of chicks. I don't seen a ton of chicks say that you can't take them to Applebee's, bro. So
That's wild. That's wild. Can't take you to Applebee's. So where the hell I'm gonna take you, baby? Because we ain't going too far.
nah, we gotta go to Ruth Chris. We gotta go to
Mm-mm.
Charlie's over there.
And see, you know what though? Let me add a little bit of fine print to that statement when I say I can't take you too far. We can take each other. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my girl, me and Chantel, we treat each other all the time. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like if she, you know, we go out to an expensive restaurant, a fairly expensive restaurant, and you know, I treat, you know, the next time we go out, she knocking me over. Like, no, it's my turn. You know, I'm
but
with that.
that's a little different though.
Mhm.
That's in the dating phase already. Like
Yeah.
y'all are dating. But taking somebody on a date, okay, of course. If I ask a chick on a date, like I'm paying for, her, I'm taking her out on a date, and or whatever. But I'm not here to spend $200 on you on the first date.
Bro, first date. That's the conversation we had earlier. First date.
I'm just not.
First date. So for me, I'm cool with a first date going somewhere like a park, going somewhere like, you know, so I'm even cool with going to like a theme park, like, you know, like Busch Gardens, Six Flags, something like
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying? Because one, I got to pass. So it ain't going to cost me too much.
absolutely. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, I got to pass to a
Yeah.
few, but it's
Right.
neither here nor there.
But two, you know, it's to, in my opinion, the purpose of dating, especially initially, is to get to know the person. It's not to get to know how much they can spend on you. It's to get to know the person themselves. You
No,
know,
no, it's the
if
second part. It's the second part you just said.
nah,
It's
no,
sarcasm, but I'm just saying.
definitely sarcasm. But seriously, you know, so I'm gonna look to plan something because this is where, you know, a little bit of thought comes into play. I'm gonna look to plan something that one ain't gonna cost an arm and a leg because I might not like this person, they might not like me, we might not hit it off. You know what I'm saying? Now I done dropped $250 on some shit that I probably didn't even want to do.
Yeah,
So
most definitely. Now you
yeah,
done lost $200.
$200. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you got. $200 is $200. You know? Yeah.
But
And one thing I've
yeah.
learned, the more money that you make when you make your money, the more
Mhm.
money you make, the more you try to keep. The more you appreciate, you know, the effort that it took for you to actually make that money, regardless of whether it's, you know, passive income or, you know, money that you had to actually go punch the time clock for. You still had to make that money.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And damn that. So on, you know, if it's first date, hell, the first few dates, you know, going a little further beyond the first date, nah, babe, we ain't finna go nowhere that's overly expensive just because, you know, you feel as though I'm supposed to drop some money on you, your time.
But it ain't the purpose of a date. I mean, like, all right, going out to eat, like it's just you and her. So, yeah, while we're eating, while we're having a few drinks or whatever, I mean, we're talking. But that doesn't mean that I need to go spend add some money for us to have conversation. Like I don't understand that. I don't.
And
What is it? What is they showing? Is they showing that I have a little bit of money in my pocket? And I can take care of you or something?
it
Or
don't make sense. It don't make sense. It,
like
it doesn't. Because again, in the first few dates, I'm not trying to prove, well, if you're being genuine, you know what I'm saying? If you're being your genuine self, you're not trying to prove anything anyway. You know, you really just going out to see, you know, people like to use the word vibe, but you're really just trying to see how well y'all can, you know what I'm saying, be around each other, how well y'all can um
I'm
what's the word?
checking that personality because if I can't get
Yeah.
with your
You see
personality,
how well
we
y'all
can't
fit
connect.
together. Yeah, you see how
Yeah.
well y'all fit together. Like, you know, you want to be funny, you want to crack a few jokes. Does she have the same type of sense of humor? You know, like is she looking at you like you corny as hell?
Hey, listen, and you know what's so funny though, bro? A lot of dudes can see, or they see that a chick is not digging them, or you
Hmm.
can kind of tell that she's there for the meal or whatever. Like, bro, like if you have to try extra hard to tell some jokes while you're with somebody, then just stop, just stop.
Just that.
But
Just
you,
that.
I mean, they can see like. if the vibe is not there, we're gonna use the word vibe because vibe
Eh,
energy is
yeah,
those
yeah.
words
Those
in
little buzzwords
2021.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, but like if the vibe is, you can tell that the vibe is off when you're out hanging with somebody. She's not really feeling you, and she decided to pick up her phone at any given time. Like, all right, so now y'all ain't really connecting like that. And dudes will sit there and try to force the issue, like, bro, listen, just go ahead, pay for that little meal, and go on about your business because she
Man,
done with
yeah. Take your L,
you.
bro. Hopefully that L ain't a capital L.
Please, don't let it be a $200 L. Don't
Whew,
let it be a
that's a
$200
capital
L,
L with an exclamation point behind it. Hopefully
bro.
you ain't go out
Spend
like that.
spend $200 and you don't hear from Shorty every once in a blue moon. Like you texting her every morning, like how you doing
Mhm.
today, beautiful, this, that, and the third, whatever. But bro, don't fellas, if anybody's looking at this right now, bro, do not take a $200 L. Hell, don't take $150 L. To be honest with you, like yo,
I'm
bro,
gonna hit
listen,
you for
man.
the $50, bro.
Hey, listen, bro. Hey, messing with me, we can go to well, you're not messing with me because I'm mad. But anywho, but like I'm a brunch type dude. We can go to brunch all
Yeah,
day
that's
long. Brunch
perfect.
is easy,
That's perfect.
and
Yeah.
I could buy you unlimited mimosas. It comes in the 50 $60 range or
You
whatever.
know, get your
But
nice little
I'm
avocado toast and we good. But again,
bro.
it shouldn't be about because I mean you can go somewhere nice. You can do something nice,
Mm,
in a lot of different settings that don't cost you a dollar. There's a lot of places you can go. There's a beautiful scenery, and again, for me, the purpose is all about getting to know the person. Well, I'm getting to know you. It shouldn't cost me a ton of money to get to know you. And that's not how that works. We're not a connection. That's the word I was looking for. See if you guys have a really good connection. A connection doesn't have a monetary value placed on it. It shouldn't have a
mm.
monetary value placed on it. That's the way I feel about that. But yeah, I just
Yeah,
man,
I got a. It's not a question, but no, it's kind of is a question. But how many women out there that say that they love stuff like they see it online or whatever. They judge stuff off online, like most people
mm,
do. So they see it where a dude takes his chick on a picnic or whatever to a park. They got the actual picnic basket that you used to see on TV and all that stuff. Got food in it and everything, and they out there having a good time. They put their little blanket down. Like a lot of women on social media be like, man, I would love something like that. I would do that right there with my man, or if I had a man. But they get a man and he try to take them on a picnic, and they be like, what the
dogging it,
fuck is this?
dogging it.
What if, so you expect me to go to the park and sit out here on the grass? Bro, because it's so funny. I see so many women that say they will love they love the simple things of life is what they kind of say. But then when somebody give you the simple things of life, you mad. You
It's
feel
too
some type
simple.
of way.
It's too
Yeah,
simple.
like that's the weirdest thing in the world, bro. Like you can't ask for that, and then when you get it, you don't want it.
Mm.
Like it's a ton of women out there that do that. They like you said, they ask for the simple things and then turn around and get mad when you do that. So which is I don't know, it's just weird. It's just weird, bro. I'm just we could talk about this all night. And like I said before, I'm not putting all women in the same up under the same umbrella. Y'all do know some of y'all got friends like this. Y'all don't say nothing. Y'all just, oh girl, you crazy type stuff. Yeah,
They know they got them friends, bro.
man.
We all got them type friends. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a true broke friend who always got an
Hmm?
excuse as to why my card gone or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Always got an excuse why they ain't got no money. But
Hmm?
um, we hold we hold them accountable. You know what
I'm
I'm
sit
saying?
there
We
and look
don't
at
let
you
it
because
slide.
if
Yeah.
you ain't got it, I ain't got it either.
If you ain't got it,
That's
why are you
it.
here? Like you shouldn't
Exactly.
even put yourself in a position.
Just the face I'm
That
gonna give you right here.
and that's where I will roll it to accountability. Like coming back to the fellas. Now, this is the
Mm.
part where I'm gonna hold the fellas accountable. Is that are you out here? I guess you could say putting up a front. Are you out here fronting as if you got all this money? Is that your game?
Masquerading around.
Is that your game? You know what I'm saying? Is that what you use to entice women? Because at that point, you already set the standard. You set that expectation, so you got to uphold it. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you out here trying to make it seem as if you missed the money?
Bruh, listen, because if that's not your MO, you're gonna fold. You're gonna fold quicker than she will.
Ooh, yes, you
You
will.
you definitely gonna fold because if she already see that out the gate and she thinking you this type of person, I mean, even if she's not that type of girl, but you coming out the gate trying to splurge, that's her mindset now. Like, well, I didn't even know this guy from a can of paint, but the first date we went on, he spent $200
Mm.
on me. Now she
I'm
looking
saying
like,
he
all
done.
right,
I done seen the thing where they talking about, and I gotta hold my head on this one because this shit here don't make no sense. But first date, they talking about brother sent them $200 in cash out. So I'm gonna get you have your nails done. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take you out. What? First
I'm
date?
not doing that. That
Mm-mm,
that's not what I no.
mm-mm, no.
So we're going on this date tonight, so I'm gonna cash up you $200.
So you
Get
can get
your
ready. So
matter of
what?
fact, you ain't that ain't even hair. That's just nails.
Who the hell spent $200 on nails?
I don't know, but that ain't got nothing to do with hair. Hair costs more than that. Hair, that ain't even it, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, it's not it, man. It's
Bro,
not
you see
it.
my face, bro. Like, no,
Hey,
no. I'm not paying for the upkeep of a broad I just met. And I don't mean broad in an offensive way, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not paying for the upkeep of a woman I just met.
man, listen, bro.
Oh, did you see the thing too? Where they talking about, I guess if you dating a single mother or whatever, you should be able to take her and her kids out to get something to eat before y'all go out to make sure her kids is straight in order for y'all to go out on that date or whatever.
Who job is that?
Not mine.
Who job is that?
Not mine. I
Like,
seen that, bro. I be thinking, I'm like, are people just trolling, or do they really think this way?
bro.
You know what I'm
People
saying?
be
Like,
trolling. People be trolling, but for the most part, I think it's somebody that seen that meme and was like, they absolutely right. If you want to go on a date with me, you need to do this, do
get
that,
your
and the
man
third,
kids
bro.
straight. Like, so how is your kids gonna eat before me? Like, why
Child,
you
if
ain't making
you
sure your kids straight?
if you want to take mama on a date, then guess what, buddy, man?
Gotta pay the
Make sure
costs.
though. Hey, listen. Well, I won't be paying that cost. Let me tell you that right now. I'm
You know what I
sorry.
mean?
I ne- listen. I
Bro,
don't never say never, bro. Never in my life will I
I don't say
pay
never.
for.
I say I won't ever. You know what I'm saying? I found a loophole in that. I ain't gonna say never.
Oh,
I say
okay,
I won't ever. I won't ever do no dumb shit like that,
man. That's just crazy, man.
bro. There ain't there's nobody on this planet that damn fine.
bro. What's that? What? How does that saying go, man? Uh, it don't matter how fine she is. It's a nigga somewhere that's sick of her
That's
shit.
sick of her, yeah. Hell yeah. It don't matter how
Like,
fine she is. There's a nigga somewhere sick of her shit.
bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like the expectations of again, like the whole table, man. Not even the table, but the whole house has to be built for some people. For some women, man, they feel like, you know what? I'm gonna say this, and I say this like a million times. Some women think because they look a specific type of way, they deserve the world.
Then you gotta be fucked up. Cause what happened if you get in a car accident and that look gone? All right, cause you know me, I'm gonna throw the logic into play. So, all right, let's take that. Let's take that. Um, you look a certain way, you know, you wanted one of the baddest things. I'm gonna say one of the baddest because there's never such thing as the baddest thing walking. So
Instagram chicks, models, models. But go
models.
ahead.
I'm in model on Instagram. Cool, because I'm an NBA player on 2K. But
You
um,
know, man. I
so
got $1 million on Grand Theft Auto. But go ahead.
so under that same logic, with that same logic, right? All
Mm.
right, you deserve to get you know paid or whatever because you look a certain way. Okay, so is that saying that people who don't look a certain way don't deserve to get paid? Don't
No,
deserve, you know what I'm saying, to
no,
have
I
nice
just
things?
deserve it
Don't
more than you. I'm
because you
just
look a
saying.
certain way. So what happens when you no longer look that way? 'Cause that's a lot of upkeep. So what happens when you can no longer maintain the standard that you set for yourself? Are you okay with now being put down, you know what I'm saying, to a whole nother level of, just outcast. You know what I'm saying? You over there now. Are you okay with that? Are you gonna be okay with that?
No, they're not gonna be okay with that. They're gonna break down, man. I mean, like, bro, if you can look on, all right. Let me see. Yeah, you can look on Instagram. Like I said, man, we just use Instagram for a reference right now. But
Hmm.
you can look on Instagram. Instagram model will not, unless she actually grew up around you and know you. You're not gonna be able to get her. You're not gonna be able to get her. It's gonna be
Oh,
almost
and it's
impossible.
and you know why though? Because at the end of the day, and this one thing that I learned, nobody's untouchable, nobody's unapproachable, nobody is out of your league per se. That's only in their head, and that's only in your head. You know. So when you say that you're not gonna get her, are you not gonna get her because she done got juiced up so much? She done got, what I'm saying, somebody done gassed her up so much that she just thinks that,
The
you know what I'm
world done
saying?
gassed up.
Yeah. So is that the reason why you say you won't get him? Because, and I'm gonna quote the homie. I'm gonna quote Kwame Brown here. He ain't the homie, but you know what I'm saying. He cool as shit. Um, you know, if you was raised with the right amount of mama's recipe, you know what I'm saying, you can get whoever the hell you want. And I ain't talking about because you got a certain dollar amount in your account or you look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? If you got that
Man,
if you got that gift of gab, you know what I'm saying, you can get whoever you
bro,
want.
it's 2021, bro. If you ain't got that dollar, I don't care if you got mama's recipe. It could be in your pocket. You wrote it down. Again, if you're not somebody that's you don't even matter of fact, you don't even have to be rich. You have to be popular on social media nowadays. Because you can look rich but be broke. But if you're popular on social media, you don't necessarily gotta have the gift of gab. Just you got a million followers and you can help assist her getting a million followers. You're good. But I mean, she can only tell you it's 3 ounces she can give you. Yes, no, and hell no. I mean,
Yeah,
or she can say
you already
fuck
you
no
already
and
you
get the
you
hell
already
out of
know
my
when you start.
face.
You already know when you start. So
You definitely add no, because if she has again, we're talking social media. If she has a decent following and her head is already blew up like a balloon, like, it don't matter the recipe you have, bro.
you'd be
It
amazed
don't
because
matter.
those be the ones with the lowest self-esteem.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
but
they need that gas, they need that air to keep that balloon floating. So when
yeah,
you
and
when
they,
you when you
and
got
they
the
and they and they getting it. But at the same time, if so, me, I'm a regular degular dude. I'm a common. We both common dudes. We just whatever. Instagram chick or Instagram model, bro. Uh, if you see one out and about, bro, you run down on her or something like that, and you commence to talk to her or try to talk to her. How far you think you're gonna get with her? To be honest,
that depends. It depends. I mean, I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
need for you to be.
I
I'm gonna
haven't.
need for you to
I
be
have.
truthful. I just want you to be. Hey, listen, man, it's me and you talking.
I'm about to say it's just a breath talking. All right. So, truth be told, it depends on because there's always nuances in the situation. It's all situational, so it's based on the situation. So,
Mhm.
um, if it's one of those fitness type chicks, if you're at the gym, not a chance in hell. You know what I'm saying? You have to catch them, and this is a part of Mama's recipe. I'm still Kwame
You
shit
gonna
right now. I'm
Are you
still
gonna
Kwame
sprinkle
shit.
something too?
I'm still Kwame shit.
Go
But
go ahead, go
uh,
ahead.
all right, so the way that it works is you catch them outside of their comfort zone. You catch them outside of their element. Because in their element, they the alpha. You see what I'm saying? Outside of their element, this is where that low self-esteem kicks in. This is where the shy little girl kicks in, or if for women who know how to approach men, that's where the little boy kicks in. They're not the alpha. They're not, saying the most confident person in the room because they're outside of their element.
Mm,
Take skating for example. You know what I'm saying? We love to go skating, right? Some of the most popular skaters got the cockiest attitude in the rink,
mhm.
but you take them somewhere else, they sitting over in the corner because they, you know what I'm saying, because they're out of their element. Now that little boy that came up, that little girl that came up, they don't know how to work the room. You know what I'm saying? They're the top dog over here, but they're not a true alpha. They're not a true top dog everywhere they go. Well, a lot of those people, that it's the same scenario. So, and I just said a whole lot to give a little bit of context to your question. So, depending on where you see this Instagram girl, if you see her in her element, it's kind of like running up, trying to run down on Rihanna at a concert, or trying to run down on Rihanna at what I'm saying, one of her Fendi fashion shows or some shit. It ain't gonna happen, bro.
You ain't gonna run down on her
It ain't gonna
anywhere.
happen. But
It
check
ain't
it
a,
though.
it ain't a,
All right.
like,
But check this though. So now let's roll back to one of the Instagram girls. Say you catch her, she ain't all dolled up. You know what I'm saying? It's not an event going on. It's just a regular day. She probably taking a walk somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Taking a walk around the neighborhood. She's an average, ordinary, regular girl at that point.
mm-hmm.
The odds are in your favor. It's all in how you approach it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna approach on some, oh, yo, ain't you such and such from Instagram? Because boom, now you done gas the head back up. Because now you done let her
Mm-hmm.
know how you know her. You know what I'm saying? It's all in how, it's all in the approach. It's all in how you truly run down.
And you're right, but I can't necessarily argue that. I can't because I just can't argue that. The crazy part about it is finding or catching her out of that element. Like I said,
Well,
the gym chicks, you can catch them out of their element.
yeah, but here's the
But
thing though. You know, and for I want to say, I want to make sure I say this the right way. For a dude that has never had a problem getting girls, he's not targeting a specific one. You
mhm,
know what I'm saying? Because as we all know, that's a dime a dozen. You know, same thing women know when it comes to finding a simp. That's a dime a dozen.
yeah,
So yeah, so it's not a situation where you're waiting on her to be outside of her element. There's always a her outside of her element. It's just a matter of where you're going.
you're right. Excuse
Yeah.
me. Sorry. Mm,
It's my
Jesus
dog
Christ.
bedtime. Oh shit, look at what time it is, man. It's way past
Oh
bedtime.
yeah, no, 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 no. See, listen, I already seen that. I already seen that. Don't you worry about that just yet.
I saw you check your watch a couple of times. I'm like, yeah, my dog ready to go to sleep.
Oh no, no, I'm gonna trust me. I'm gonna definitely pass out, man. I'm gonna have to find me
Mhm.
something to nibble on up in here, like a banana or something. Anyway, but yeah, no, no, I get what you're saying, man. I just like catching them out of that element is more so the thing,
That's what I'm saying. But
because
that's only if you're targeting that person. There will always
yeah,
be, again, we know Instagram chicks are a dime a dozen. Shit, they probably are a dime two dozen. You know what I'm saying? Honest to God. So you will always be able to catch them out of their element. You know, it's just a matter of who are you targeting? If you're targeting one, which is a lame, that's some lame shit to do, first and foremost, then
yeah.
yeah, then now you got to sit there, and this brings me to another analogy. We done strayed far off topic, but whatever, that's what we do.
Oh, we definitely been off
We're
topic.
so far off topic. But it brings me to another analogy. And I used to tell, so you remember when I was in Troy,
Hmm.
and of course I was like the big brother in Troy because I was the oldest nigga walking. Evidently, I grew up with Jesus. So
Grandpa.
yeah, so I used to, quote unquote, mentor a lot of the young girls there because they used to always ask me, about what's going on, and I would tell them, I said, you have to be able to identify a wolf versus a lion,
Mm,
in regards to dating. And they was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, a lion. If you notice how a lion hunts, they stalk for like 2 seconds and then they pounce. They they
yeah.
they straight going out. Well, a wolf will wait weeks. A wolf will wait weeks for that perfect opportunity to pounce before they strike. So you have to be able to identify the difference between whether he's a wolf or a lion. You know, in that regard, of course, we have nuances. There's differences, but you know, when you understand a wolf, and this is what we were talking about, I'm tying this into, when you're targeting chicks, that's a lame move. But when you're targeting somebody specifically, trying to catch them out of their element, that's when you're operating as a wolf, waiting for that perfect opportunity to pounce. Versus that lion who, as soon as he see, a bad guy, damn, little mama, where you headed? You know what I'm saying? Come talk to me. That's the lion. Now, of course, the odds of a lion being successful, as we all know, you know, 7 times out of 10, they're unsuccessful in their hunt. But they do it so much, you know what I'm saying? It's a law of averages. You know, you can only get so many no's before you get a yes. Well, the wolf is more
Man.
strategic. Yeah, the wolf is more strategic. So they're more successful in their attempts.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, trying to target somebody is pretty lame, man. Because
I say that's a lame move anyway, but
yeah,
it
that's
happens. It does happen. You know, all
I,
that shit lame. You know, the dude that's in there hiding, God damn, little mom, you know what I'm saying? Come fuck with me. You know, that's some lame
I ain't
shit.
even gonna veer off to I ain't even veer off to that because that's a whole other topic. Off of that, what they extra lame asses
Bro,
trying to.
we know we're
Uh,
from why they call us broke to identifying lame. Like we all over the place.
hey, hey, listen. The topic was we just talking. Yo, no, man. I mean, it is. It was. Like I said, I mean, I go back to the whole, you know, why they call us broke or whatever. I really, I mean, I know it's late at night, but I really want to see a chick chime in about the whole like broke thing. Or like, why would you call him broke
Yeah.
just because he's not trying to satisfy what you want him to satisfy. You want him to pay for this. You want him to do this, but that's not his job as a
Hmm.
guy that's not his job ever. I feel like at no point. I mean, now if he feel like he want to buy you stuff, then he buy you stuff. But you shouldn't judge him off of
Yeah. It should be a
like
requirement. Yeah.
yeah, it shouldn't be a requirement. You shouldn't judge him off a relationship that you see on TV. You can't call him broke if he makes $50,000 $60,000 a year, which most men do.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm not saying that he can't afford to buy you designer. He can if he saves money, whatever in his account. But that shouldn't. What's the word I'm looking for? That shouldn't. I can't figure it out. But he shouldn't be called broke because of that. I shouldn't have to buy you every coach purse that comes out or whatever. I don't even know how much
Right.
coach costs, bro. I
Hold
don't.
on.
I
You
don't
know
put no
what?
sense in it.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. My girl just chimed in on the live.
Oh,
And she
where's
said
she at?
because they get it from their role model. So I want to get a female perspective. Like I was trying to keep, you know what I'm saying, our women out of the picture because you know I don't want to touch no nerve or nothing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
nah.
yeah, I ain't want to create a situation where now all of a sudden she's looking at me sideways when I go get in the bed and then I got to
Cause
figure out,
you gotta go get in that bed tonight.
you know what I'm saying? I
You,
try to keep them out of these types of conversations, but
oh, my
she
lady done
uh,
strolled past already. Went in the room.
she said no, I'm good. So, but here's what I want to do. I'm gonna see if I can get her to call in, like to call my phone, and I'm gonna add her
Mm.
onto the conversation right now. Hold on a second.
Mama
Hold on a second.
said because they get it from their role models. You absolutely
They
right.
get it from their role models. All right, bro. I'm finna see if she gonna call in. Hold on. See if I can.
Mama ain't
If
calling
I'm
in,
as
bro.
advanced on this mixer as I think I am.
Yeah, you got a little sauce.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm,
Just a little bit. You know, the
I'm
mixer say it can
really
handle.
hungry.
We can do call in. We can do callers. So let's see if it works. All right, hold on. Let me see. Hello. I can't hear. Can you
You
hear me?
are now on a you are now on a word to be heard.
Can you hear her, bro?
uh, tell us say something. Yeah, I hear.
You do?
Yeah, I hear.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I can't hear a goddamn thing.
You can't
Oh,
hear nothing. I can hear
no.
her up here on a. I can hear her.
On the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, if she
Oh,
start talking, I can hear her.
well, look at that. Hold on. All
Look,
right.
yeah.
Let me
He
turn
don't know
my.
what he doing.
I was about to say, let me turn my volume up. Yeah. Shit.
A word to be heard, buddy.
The word is being heard right now. All right. Hello. Hey, you there? You can hear, boy.
Oh, yep, got it.
All right. All right. Cool. 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 All right. So, well, first of all, welcome to the show. And then I asked you to call in because you had put a comment in there, and it's actually pretty cool to get a woman's perspective. Because I don't want to make it seem as if we just bashing women all day in
I
regards
don't want
to.
nobody to think that we're doing that.
Yeah,
What
like
you say?
we don't want the smoke. We don't want that type of smoke because when y'all come heavy. So yeah.
We don't want that Kevin Samuels type of smoke.
No, we don't want the Samuel smoke.
You know how?
All right, so what's your take on that? What's your take on that?
Mm-mm. Where she go?
It is selling they selling they ass, they time or whatever, or a Birkin or something stupid. So I mean, they're gonna see that glorified everywhere you look, and they're trying to emulate that. So, and plus, their mama ain't teaching them right. So they seen their mama go through, do the same things.
There we go. That's crazy though. I mean,
Okay, so bro, did you hear all that, or did you hear a
yeah,
part
I
of it?
heard it.
You heard
I
all
heard
of what you were saying?
Yeah, I heard. She said they want a Birkin.
Yeah, like I said, it's stuff that they can't even buy for
Oh man,
themselves.
I can't hear. Hold on, let me fix this shit real. I
But
can't hear anything.
they getting it off of. All right, they getting it off of TV and all that stuff. Where they,
Yeah,
I'm not saying
yeah,
that.
they do.
I'm
But
not
I think
saying.
the thing that makes it also so confusing too is that it's not just that they're hearing that from, TV and music coming from women, they're hearing it coming from men too. A lot of, like, especially growing up, listening to like all the music from like the 2000s and the 90s, it's dudes that they basically were talking about being simps and praising that, it ain't tricking if you got it, stuff like that. So it's like they don't know what the hell they doing out here. They just going by what
If
they
it
see.
ain't tricky, if it ain't tricky, whatever
Man,
you just said,
bro,
that has got to be
it's
that sin right there. It ain't tricking if you got it. Well, I don't got it. Okay.
man, I
First of
don't
all,
want you.
it's a bunch. It is now. It is a bunch of simps and in the music world because I mean, depending on who the artist is, they can go. They can go out and do that. They can go out and buy a Birkin, and it won't hurt their pockets. But you can't look at a regular dude and
Regular
think that
people,
he's yeah. No
doing that.
regular dude is finna do that. He's not finna go out there. I don't even know how much a Birkin costs, to be honest.
I don't want
But
to know how much a Birkin costs.
I'm not going out there.
But
You use
then
a
it's like you can take that to a whole nother level because you got women that's out here just messing with dude or going out with dudes just so they can buy them a meal. So it don't have to go as deep as a Birkin. Like they doing dumb shit for meals.
Jesus Christ. Well, that was that first conversation we had about how much money you spending on a meal
Yeah,
or whatever. Like that's the crazy part. Like if you hungry, baby, now just go get you some groceries and cook your own food now.
but here go my thing too. And they say it ain't tricking if you got it. It is tricking.
Anything to do with money.
It's tricking.
Mm.
It ain't tricking if you got it to spare. I guess is what is they missing that part right there? To spare.
That's still tricking.
Yeah, no. You got it.
You
I
spending
got
money
it.
on the broad. I don't care how deep your pockets is. If you spending money on a chick just to get that chick, it's tricking. And they
Well,
call you tricks.
no.
Mm.
It's to me, it's the same thing. It's tricking. But some dudes think they feel like I make enough money. I'm not losing anything off of this. If I spend $200-300 on a meal right now, it is what it is. I'm gonna make it back in like 20 minutes. So to them, it ain't really.
Still tricking.
No. Of course, to us,
But
it's tricking.
it's crazy too that it's like a lot of the women that go for that type of man, they go on with these expectations that, he gonna spend bread and I'm gonna live this happily ever after. Even if you do get that type of man, there's a whole lot of other stuff that might come with it and you can't do shit about it. Like if a dude decide, okay, I'm gonna spend this money on you, but guess what? I make enough money, I can go here, I can buy any bitch that I want. And he out here buying other bitches, you feeling sad because you think you the only one. you know, and you surely, if a man's making a lot of money like that, you're not gonna have all his time like you want either.
Hey, you know what? I hate to say this again. I can't really necessarily quote what the man said, but kind of Kevin Samuels said the same thing that you just said. Like, it takes a lot to keep that man. If that man is making X amount of dollars, it takes a lot to keep his attention.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and being pretty and being a bad bitch is not going.
Cause they come a dime a dozen, buddy, man.
A dime a dozen.
But
Now here's another thing
that's so
too.
crazy.
Here's another thing too, and I had brought this up in one of the conversations me and Chantel was having a while back. From a man's perspective, and we can definitely speak as a man. If I'm paying you, for your, I
Your
guess,
services,
company or whatever,
your services.
I'm treating you as my employee. I'm treating you as property. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, do your job, shut the fuck up. Like it's blunt and it sounds bad, but it's the honest God truth. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
that's
I'm
how a lot
paying
of
for you.
dudes think.
Like honestly, like dead ass.
The
That's why most
scary
dudes who
part
have
about
money
that,
ask
though,
those. Because
the
they's like, I
scary
know
part
you're
about
here because I bought you. So do what the fuck I told what I'm paying you for and shut up.
But the scary part about that is women out here that are actually cool with that. They live for that type of arrangement. They don't care.
No, I mean, yes, it is somebody here like that, man. But that's crazy, and it's a lot of women out here don't think that they're in that situation when they really are.
They really are.
Like,
Yeah.
you expect for this man, I mean, because you give up the goods or whatever, and then you expect for him to do this. You expect for him to pay for this. So like, all right, you paying him in pussy, and then
Isn't
he's
that
paying you in cash.
correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that how what is it? Exchange of services, like you're buying goods and services. Isn't that how that works?
Sounds like prostitution to me, but whatever.
It's definitely sophisticated prostitution when you break it down on a
Mhm.
simple level. But at the end of the day, it's a type of barter. So you have something for sale, a service. We're gonna put that in quotes. You have a service for sale, i.e.,
Coochie.
company, i.e., coochie. I, being someone who is in search of this particular service, we exchange. I give you dollars, you give me your service, and you go on about your business.
But sometimes they
But at
only
that
want to
point,
give
you
you
don't
the
even
one
own yourself,
service.
though.
They only
Say
want
that
to get the
You
again.
don't
one
even own
service.
your. I was saying at that point, you don't even own yourself because if you look at it like that too, you're at this man's mercy. So he decides to cut you off. Guess what you are?
No, I said you're like they treat you like an employee. You're property. I just bought you, and I can fire
Not
you
even
whenever I
that.
want to.
This whole lifestyle. You're nothing pretty much. You go from him spending all this money on you, and you, especially in your mind, being built up to this big old powerful. My nigga got money, so I got money. Your nigga ain't got money no more, so you're nothing.
My man got
That's
money,
Basically,
how
so I got money,
your owner just
we call
like
them
got rid of
trophies.
you.
You know
bro.
how dudes go out and go hunting and they hang shit at like little hands or whatever they shot on the wall or whatever. Then they little
Mhm.
trophies or whatnot.
You part of my
The
collection.
little
Yeah,
moose.
you definitely part of my collection. That's pretty much what that boils down to. And now that I've
Bro.
successfully acquired you as a part of my collection, two fingers to you.
Listen, I'm finna slide to the next.
Yep.
Next.
If
But it's crazy. But that cycle continues to move around. Just like he slides to the next one. She feel like her heart is broken. Which I don't really think it's her heart is
it's
broken.
not
She
hard,
just feels some type. She feels some type of way because what she had is gone now. So guess what? So she
right?
was just with this one rich guy. Now since she's that caliber of woman and she's been seen with this rich guy, she's moving to the next rich guy
Mm-hmm.
or whatever.
We
Which
see them
is
every day on TV, and most
nah,
of them have
man.
reality shows.
Instead of worrying
Hey,
about a broke man, then you be worrying about a broken man. Because you'll get a dude with all this money, he get you home, beat your ass, tell you what to do, when to do. You're his property. He's so broken, but he got money. Now you
a lot of
suffering.
dudes think like that though. They really do think that because they have this much money or whatever and they can do this for you right here. You belong to me.
But see, I think those are the dudes that I talked about this earlier. Those are the ones who grew up not getting girls.
Yeah.
They had that chip on their shoulder. They had to go get money because that's the only way they can get girls' attention.
I can't disagree with that. There's a lot of them out there, so I can't really. They go out there and work. They go and work their ass off to just be able to get all this money just so they can go out here and get the prettiest girl and treat her like shit just because they can.
I'm about to say they know they can, and they also know that she's only with them because he got a lot of money.
It wouldn't be no other. It wouldn't be no other way.
No other way. No other way. Because again, he's got no game. That is his game.
He's gonna pull up in the Bentley.
Yeah, that's his only game. You know, I see this a lot. You see these dudes that when they get any type of, what you want to say, pushback, you know what I'm saying, when somebody's giving them mouth, you know, the first thing they allude to is how much money they got. You know, they hide behind that. They're them as a person is actually nothing without their bank account. So every time, you know, when you say, bro, you lame as shit. Well, I'm lame as hell, but I got $1 million in the bank.
I got $1 million.
You know what I'm saying? How is that a comeback? That's not a comeback, in my opinion. Because you still lame, bro. You just a lame rich nigga.
But you can't tell them that, man. You cannot tell them that. They don't care. That's the argument in today's society. If you got money, again, I'm not trying to stray away, but if you got money, your argument is like, bro, you can't tell me nothing. I'm rich. What are you gonna tell me? That's almost like saying that the homeless man on the corner that done been through a ton of shit, probably more than you, can't tell you a motherfucking thing because he's what? Homeless. And that's how people feel. Like if you don't even know my level, so what can you tell me that I don't already know? Which is stupid. But whatever.
That's the big mistake. That's the big mistake.
Yeah. Okay, I'm rich, bro. You can't tell me nothing. What you gonna tell me that I don't already know?
Because then it goes back on how did you become rich? And how are you going to continue to remain rich?
I got money. Don't worry about me.
Because if you became rich because of a talent, what are you going to do when that talent goes away?
Because it's going to go away.
It's definitely going to go away. You're not going to be able to do that forever.
But I don't know, man. That's like I said, and that right there itself is a whole nother topic.
Yeah, I respect people who stand on who they are, their character, not people who stand behind titles. Like that title shit is nothing because that was given to you by somebody else, by another person. But what did you give yourself? But if people, whoever watching this or whatever, haven't noticed, we do a lot of segueing. We just be talking. And we talk ourselves into a 3-hour long conversation most of the time.
Man, shoot. Listen, man. If y'all could hear some of the conversations on the phone, trust me, man. It's sometimes we bury ourselves in certain conversations, man. And man, I learned a lot from my dog, man. A lot of stuff that I don't know. You know, I mean, as you can see, he's an old man, but don't worry about that part.
I say evidently I grew up with Jesus, so yeah.
Man, his little cousin. But no, man, it just be good conversation, man. And we finally made this whole podcast thing. He got me on.
Finally got him on. Finally got him on. We finally transitioned it from the phone to the video.
Hey, listen, man. You know this with me, man. Hey, man, I'm always all over the place. I'm either riding the motorcycle or working. So,
and this the sister version. This the made for TV version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It gets a lot worse. But nah, I'm definitely gonna try to be up here more, man. Whenever we lock in sometimes, man, sit back. As y'all can see, it's 11:36. I usually be in the bed trying to go to sleep.
I've been rubbing my eyes since we started, bro.
Really, you ain't even ate yet, man. And mama probably got some food enough for you.
Oh, it look good too, sitting on the stove looking real good. So yeah.
I'm really hating because it ain't nothing sitting on the stove.
Next time you'll eat when I ask you if you ready to eat.
Well, you heard what she said, Playboy.
Sir, sir.
I don't see you moving. I don't see you leaving.
Don't see you moving, sir. The store is closed, sir.
Yo, I wish, bro. I was supposed to be making me like some ground turkey tacos. You know, I can't have this conversation with you. You know, no meat people here, but whatever. You know, whatever. But I was gonna make me some ground turkey taco. Well, not tacos, but just I would have that and some rice, and just eat the protein in the rice. Try to have it set up. But as you can see, I have done nothing, and the most I probably do tonight is drink some water for dinner and go to sleep. That's it. Drink some water and
What
go
is,
to sleep, man.
bro?
I can't.
Believe it or not, man, we actually found because on Amazon, you know, I drink the bougie water.
Yeah,
That's
you know.
that's just whatever. But um, I normally get it off Amazon, but Amazon busting you over the head for it right now. We slid up in Sam's today, and I
You,
be
you
damn,
seen you seen your fancy water in there, sir?
the fancy water was in Sam's, and it was $10 cheaper
Oh
per
bullshit.
case.
Well, I'll be dipped in shit and rolled in breadcrumbs.
Bro, when I tell you, the entire purpose of us going to Sam's changed right then and on the spot because the basket was
Oh
full of
man.
cases of water.
Hey, hey, real quick, I got a question, man. So
What's up?
when y'all go shopping, because I know Mama's still up here. So when y'all go shopping, do y'all write? Did you ask me that today or somebody else? Do you write down like what you need, or you just go in there and go shopping?
Sometimes it's
What did
very
he
rare.
ask?
Do we make a list?
No.
So y'all just go in there and waste money,
The
huh? Is that
list
what y'all do?
consists
Bro, we go
of,
up and down the
do you
aisles.
need something from the store? Nothing. You sure?
No,
Yeah,
you know
put
what? You know
get
what?
this, and it'd be
Mm,
like 2 items, and everything else just walk through each aisle, and if I need it, I'm gonna get it.
Bruh, listen, man. I don't. My lady mess around and go shopping, yo. I'm gonna say this real quietly because I don't know what she is. So my lady will mess around and go shopping, yo. It got to the point where I would have told her, I said, listen, every time she go shopping, write down what you need. Like go look in the refrigerator, see what you need, or see what we need in the house, and then go grocery shopping. But she'll go out $200+ later, almost $300 or whatever. I get back to the house, I'll be like, what do we get? Where the food at? Where the food at? Like, what's that? Cause meats cost the most down there or whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm just like, where is the food at, my nigga? Where we like right now we got because we all drank a hell of a lot of water. We got 3 cases of 40 packs worth of water or whatever. That should be gone pretty
Oh, you
fast.
got the boo water.
Oh man, it
She knew it
says
was coming.
purified
Hey,
water.
bro, I call that shit boo water.
Man, listen, I got I got my jug in there, man. Listen, man, it is what it is, man. Maybe one day I get to the spody water that you drinking or whatever. But whatever, she got the whatever the 40 packs or whatever, 3 packs 40
Thanks so
Mm.
or
much,
whatever.
Robert.
I just be looking around and I'm like, where the food
Where's
at?
the food? You get back
Like,
to the house and like, oh yeah, we gonna order Uber Eats. Just when
yeah.
it dropped 300 on food.
Yep.
Let me t-
You know how much
let me tell you.
energy that take out of you to go grocery shopping?
Yes, I do. I do. You ain't got to tell
Well,
me.
you ain't never grocery shop for Mario. So, first of all, because you have to
Hey,
think about it, I have to consider everything that I pick up because I'm like, what this got in it? Do he like this? Let me make sure it's good. You know,
what you? All you do is get him a head of lettuce. He'll be all right. That's all he need.
he don't even
That's
eat
all.
lettuce. What you mean?
Oh my
See,
God, bro.
that's
What is?
another consideration. Is it romaine or do I get the iceberg?
Oh my God. If you get it in a bag, he ain't gonna like it because it's not like what's the
Not
word
organic,
for it?
not real.
Exactly. They spray pesticide on it or something.
Yes. Then plus, like, depending on where you go, you can't go to like Walmart and just think you just gonna go in and get what you get and get out. Like, it's always a line because they only have the self checkout, so you already in line for 45, 30 minutes of your trip anyway.
So buddy
So
man
what?
sitting right here, he has to he has to write his own list up. You know what? He has to write his own list up because going try to get him some food, man, and you come back with the wrong stuff, yo. It's just no, no. You got to
Oh,
write your own list, Mario.
I tell you, I would get a duty face instantly when I see something like sitting there. Like the
Bro,
lip immediately goes up.
bro, you can't be mad if you didn't jot down what you wanted, bro. That's like my lady. She go, so she'll call me, bro. She'll call me now, and I got to say this. She'll call me and say, Chris, do you need anything else besides what you told me from the store, or do you need anything from Walmart, Sam's Club, or whatever she's at? And I sit right there on the phone. You know what I say? No, baby, I'm good.
I'm
Appreciate
good. Yeah.
and then I walk in the fucking house looking for like some type of healthy snack. Like I finally reminded her that I wanted some oatmeal or whatever and some almond milk
Mm.
instead of trying to put like milk in there because I can't really drink milk. She just turned my damn stomach up. I finally got some almond milk and some oatmeal in this motherfucker. Like, but she would ask the question and I would sit right there on the phone acting like I'm aggravated because I'm at work. I'm like, look, man, I got so much other stuff to worry about. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. And I
Just
can
busy, it's
get
busy.
my
It's all over the place, all over the place. I got shit to do. Now come on, now come
I'm like,
on.
no, no, just get whatever, man. You know what I like, whatever. I come back and apparently somebody don't know what I like. So now I'm upset. But I just had to pose that question, man. Some people write down a list, or you got some of those cats. I got a homeboy, he has a refrigerator where he has, I don't know, it look like a big ass tablet on it that on his phone. He can hit a button and look inside his refrigerator for the stuff that if he don't have it, he can pick it up while he's
What kind of
already at the
refrigerator is
store.
that?
One of them
Bro, I don't,
Samsung joints.
absolutely. That's exactly what it is.
That sounds some shit I
Like a
ain't gonna
big
buy.
ass, absolutely. You're right. It's like a big ass tablet.
And you can send
on,
a grocery list directly from the refrigerator. Like if you open it and there's something not there and somebody at the store, it'll text them and send them the item that you don't have.
see, Mama know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, evidently, she knows exactly what that is. So it
I
sounds
sure
like we're
do.
gonna have this type of refrigerator when we get this new house built.
You
My
said
bad.
it,
I didn't mean
man.
to bring that up. I've seen the refrigerator before.
Appreciate it, bro.
I don't. Listen, we got enough tablets around. I don't need a tablet on the refrigerator.
Now I
I
gotta
just
check
don't.
shit into the refrigerator.
Exactly. Like I don't really understand. Like
Like, why am I doing inventory on the refrigerator?
without even looking in the refrigerator, you can look in the refrigerator. Like you see the button. Oh, okay. You ain't even got to open the shit up. It's kind of wild. But anywho, while y'all, I'm not I don't work from home tomorrow. I can't drive the truck with a drone or nothing like that. So, uh, how they say it? I'm gonna have to bid y'all adieu.
Bitch, I do. Bro, I appreciate you coming on, man. Everything was cool. We got to have these little
Yeah,
random ass conversations again. Like it started
hey
out with a
man.
topic, but it ended up being random as hell.
No, we'll be more locked in on the next one, man. It just conversation piece, man. Get up here and talk, man, and we gonna get the ball rolling.
Yeah, whatever. We don't never stay on topic. That ain't how we operate. We gonna need like a
No, we
different
don't.
type of moderator. So it is what it
You might be right. We don't stay on topic at all. It's
is.
you know what? You're gonna get what I give.
Yeah.
It's pretty much it. Like, so
It's what we
it's called.
got.
It's gonna be. The whole shit. Just the topic. Or no, that's the caption is called a rant.
Like, it's gonna be, man, we talking today. Y'all want to hear tonight?
Listen, don't listen. I don't care.
Not
Whatever.
at all. It's gonna continue
All
on.
right.
So, hey, appreciate you
That's
for
right.
coming on, bro. Love you as always, man.
Love you. Love you.
Yeah, man. I wish I catch you on the next video, but I'll holler at you tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Call you tomorrow whenever you decide to get up. All right,
No
mama.
doubt.
Catch you later. Is she still up there?
I don't know. I don't know if she's still on the nut. She might have hung up already.
Hey, real quick before you hang up.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, mama, what you cook? Some lettuce? Oh, no, you said you don't like lettuce.
Was he asking me?
Yeah. I said, mama, what you cook?
Oh, it was curry and pasta with veggies. in it.
Curry with pasta and veggies. All right, man. Y'all have a blessed night, man.
Hey, we talking shit about the food, man. It's
Hey, bro, man, I'll catch you later, bro.
good. All right,
Let
bro.
me see if I can
Appreciate you,
find me
man.
something. Hey, love.
Later, man.
Yeah.
I want to thank y'all for joining in on another episode of Word to Be Heard, man. We gonna catch y'all. Be easy out there. Later.